Yo, what is up? Glad you stopped by. Hey, listen, these newsletters where we're talking about the different lessons. We talked about humility this week. What is humility? What do we do with that? I am so good at talking about humility. I'm the best one ever. Oh, you got a story about humility? Let me tell you about my story. Let me just one up your story with my story. All right, so this is what we got to talk about with our kids. All right, so here is the challenge. Here is a practical challenge to do with your kids. I'll talk about my oldest two. I have a 13 and 12-year-old. So my 13, well, they're both pretty good soccer, but my 13-year-old, yeah, she's got a good striking foot. She's getting really, really solid with that, and she's great at crafting. Her name is Eve. My 12-year-old is also really good at soccer. She's very athletic, and she's really good at piano. So I sat them down on, Monday night after the newsletter went out, and we talked. Hey, what are you both really good at? And it was hard to get them to talk, which means this was already going to be a tough lesson because they kind of already got humility, but they didn't know why, like biblically, why. So they both admitted, okay, Dad, I'm good at crafting or soccer or piano. I said, okay, let me paint you in this picture, and we're about to do this tonight. Let me paint this picture for you there, Miss Naomi, Miss Piano Girl. And I pointed, actually, at that time, because my other daughter, who's kind of okay, was playing piano. I said, what would you do? You walk over there and she's playing and it's not very good. What do you tell her? Like, what do you want? What do you sometimes want to tell her? I want to tell her garbage. I want to tell her that, why don't you practice more? And why don't you practice like me? And okay, but Naomi, what would you tell her? Or like, what should you tell her? Well, I think I should tell her, hey, good job sitting down today. Good job practicing today. Hey, good job getting that left hand as much as your right hand. The little pick-me-ups. And at no point should she talk about herself. All right? The comparison game strips away all sorts of enjoyment in life. So with soccer, it's the same thing. At the end of a play, after you score with indoor soccer, it's winter. And after you score, what should you do when you get back on the bench with the team? I should lift other people up. I should tell them, great job with that pass. Great job with the assist. Great job, keeper, stopping that. Don't even talk about the goal. Leave it alone. Let other people talk about it because they will. You're good at the piano. You're good at crafts. You're good at that. And so created that situation at the table to talk about humility, to go through scriptures. And again, over 100 scriptures of humility. It's absolutely crazy how much Jesus talks about humility and pride. And if it's important to the man, it's important to us. So folks, if you're watching this, pull your kid aside, go to the table, start a conversation, explain humility, explain pride, tell them what a one-upper is. It's always got a good story. And tell them how you feel. When you're surrounded by prideful folks, you listen, you're part of the conversation, but you're probably ready to walk away. Talk to them about those interactions and prep them so that when they leave that house, when they finish high school and graduated, they will be humble and they know why, because it comes from Jesus.